What really happened behind closed doors that day? A moment that began as another chapter in a promising career ended as one of the most unsettling episodes in women's tennis. Alexandra Eala, known to fans simply as Alex, wasn't just another rising name. She was the symbol of hope for Filipino tennis, a trailblazer carrying the weight of a nation's dreams. At just 20 years old, she had already done what few in her country ever could. Trained at the Rafa Nadal Academy, won a Grand Slam girls title, and broken into the world's top 100. She was supposed to be the next great story, until the headlines changed. When Alex arrived in China for what seemed like an ordinary tournament, no one expected what was about to unfold. Her match against Claire Liu looked routine, a strong start, then a slow fade. 6-2, 4-6, 4-6. A loss that looked like just another off day. But what happened after that match turned into something much darker. Reports began to swirl of chaos behind the locker room doors, raised voices, intrusion, confrontation. Some claimed Alex broke down in tears after being disrespected by an official. Others said she collapsed moments later in the press room. No major outlet confirmed it. But the rumors spread like wildfire. For fans, it wasn't just about tennis anymore. It was about what happens when pressure, privacy, and performance collide. Because for Alex, the court was never just a court. It was a stage for her country, her family, her identity. Every time she picked up the racket, she wasn't just fighting for points. She was fighting for pride. And that kind of pressure doesn't leave when the match ends. It follows you into the locker room. It echoes in every interview. It weighs on every breath you take. The collapse, sudden, public, and haunting, became the headline. At a press conference, she appeared dazed, emotional, until she fainted. Officials rushed in. Cameras were quickly turned away. And silence followed. Her family released a short statement, asking for privacy, acknowledging a serious problem, but offering no details. And in that silence, the speculation only grew louder. Was it exhaustion? A mental health breakdown? Or was there something, or someone, behind that locked door that pushed her beyond the edge? Fans split into two camps. Those who believed she was targeted, even mistreated, and those who thought the pressure simply caught up with her. Whichever side you fall on, one truth remains. Something inside Alex Eala broke that day. In the days that followed, the fallout was immediate. Early exits from tournaments, criticism from media back home, and questions, endless questions, about her readiness for the spotlight. Some insiders whispered about mismanagement from her team. Others said the WTA wasn't doing enough to protect young stars from the crushing expectations of fame. Through it all, Alex stayed quiet. No press tours. No interviews. Just silence. And a few social media posts reminding her followers that mental health matters more than medals. And maybe that's the real story here. Because the collapse wasn't just a moment. It was a mirror. A reflection of what happens when a young athlete becomes a national symbol before she's even fully grown. When the locker room, a place meant for safety and recovery, becomes a stage for intrusion and chaos. We may never know exactly what happened in that room. Maybe the raid was real. Maybe it was rumor turned myth. But what matters isn't just the event. It's what it revealed. A system that pushes young athletes to their breaking point. A sport that celebrates their rise but rarely prepares them for the fall. Alex Eala's journey has never been about perfection. It's been about persistence. About fighting through loss, pain, and expectation. And as history shows, champions aren't defined by the trophies they lift, but by how they stand after they fall. The locker room door may have closed that day, but the story didn't end there. If anything, it was only the beginning. Because for Alex, this collapse could become the spark that redefines her legacy. She's already made history, the first Filipina to win a Grand Slam main draw match. Now, the next chapter is about more than tennis. It's about reclaiming her peace, her voice, and her power. So, will she rise again? Will she speak her truth and turn this pain into purpose? Or will the whispers of China remain the scar that shadows her career? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain. Alexandra Eala's story is far from over. It's not just about winning games anymore. It's about surviving them. And maybe, just maybe, her greatest comeback hasn't even begun yet.